I thought I was just stressed. Then I puked for 6 hours straight after a triple shot coffee. And my life spiraled. After antibiotics for H. pylori, I expected to bounce back. But I didn't. My skin still hated me. I was bloated, my cravings were insane. Turns out, curing infection is just step one. Healing your gut? That's another journey. This is everything I did to feel like that girl again. And as someone as a wellness nerd who loves science and the soft life, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did so that it helps you out or anyone else you know. So why gut healing is so important post H. pylori. Antibiotics wipe out good bacteria and bad bacteria. They don't differentiate between what's causing the infection and everything else. So this disturbs everything, your skin health, your immunity. You are constantly bloated after meals and your stomach burns from time to time. You absolutely cannot figure out what is wrong with you, as did I did not know why I had these symptoms despite my infection was all cleared out. So, what actually helped with my healing is I decided to start taking probiotics. Of course, I spoke with my doctor before this, and along with that, I started eating unprocessed foods, no sugar at all. Like, as much as I love sugar, I decided to just eat fruits instead to supplement that. No artificial sweeteners, no 3 in 1 coffees. 3 in 1 coffees, by the way, are terrible for you if you didn't already know that. I cannot tell you the amount of artificial preservatives in them. And as you start getting into this nerdy era of figuring out all the food items in supermarkets which have artificial ingredients in them, and once you start reading your labels, you figure out 90% of food has a lot of chemicals which are not good for you, a lot of preservatives and a lot of processing. So your best bet is, of course you can't completely avoid it, but your best bet is to stick to fruits, vegetables, all the foods found in nature, your grains. Try to cook at home as much as possible. Avoid adding too many oils, avoid adding anything that's not giving you too much nutrition value. Your body doesn't need it, and when you stop giving it to your body, the unhealthy gut bacteria won't have anything to grow off of. So there's nothing too fancy that I did. I just started eating healthy, non-processed foods that are found directly from nature. Okay, these contain a high amount of fiber. They get really tasty eventually. Like, I know if you're someone who's been used to eating fast foods, it's difficult to make the switch. But eventually, fast food like literally gives me nausea now. Like, I walk by a McDonald's and I'm like, no, I don't want this. And that's how you're gonna feel once you start eating healthy food found in nature, made at home, made by you. And the other thing is that, of course, food is your number one priority, but do look at other factors like your stress and your sleep. So, as I said, I had this infection in my final semester of college, and then I was just getting into med school. That means that I was way more stressed. I had a lot of syllabus to finish, but I decided, you know what, I got to give this to myself. Well, of course, that didn't happen immediately. I struggled a lot, I suffered a lot, I pushed myself a lot, I puked a lot. One time I was like coming back from college and I just puked on the street. No joke, this happened to me. And that still wasn't enough of a wake up call. Burnout zone hit, first year was over, COVID hit, and that's when I finally had some time by myself. And that's when I actually started prioritizing my mental health. I started journaling, I started meditating, and I eventually realized, wait, this has a huge difference on my gut health. And when I started researching more and more about this, I figured out, well, I'm not delusional. There's actually enough research to prove that this actually impacts your gut health. The more sleep you get, I'm not saying sleep all day, but get your 8 hours of sleep, meditate, journal, give yourself some credit for all the hard work you're doing. You deserve to rest. You deserve to give yourself priority. So this was obviously a long haul process because I didn't make it a priority. But eventually and slowly but steadily, once I started prioritizing my mental health and the food that I put into my body, I even prioritized exercise. Movement is so important for your mental health as well as your physical health. Once I started doing all of these things, which sound boring, basic, my gut health magically improved. Of course, I still have days where I am way too stressed and my gut doesn't thank me for it. I pay for it very heavily. It isn't what it used to be before I ever had this infection, but I'm slowly getting there. I'm learning eventually. This journey helped me, shaped me so much in my entire medical student journey. I focus so much on other ways to improve your health, not just popping medicines every time you feel a symptom, but actually listening to your body, listening to what it really needs. And this is what I wish to tell you today. The time that I took was very long to heal myself, like 5 years of me ignoring myself, falling, picking myself up. After all of those trials and errors, I just want to tell this to you today. So you learn in probably 10 minutes what I took 5 years to learn. All the research I did over this period of time is linked down in the description box. It can help you or literally anybody else. So if you're interested to learn more about wellness, about your gut health, then make sure to take a look. And if you're facing any of these symptoms, any gut health issues, make sure to see your doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just for your educational purposes so that you learn what I took so long to learn.